Wondering what to do with all that leftover turkey? Make enchiladas!
Yay! And topped with all of your favorite Tex-Mex toppings.
Trust us, folks, these enchiladas are the real deal.
Yes, your family will gobble them up.
Gobble, gobble, gobble. They're that good.
That's so funny.
You're hilarious. I just can't believe it. All right, let's get making enchiladas. Okay, because we're gonna do these.
There's
like
no
amazing.
cans
Okay.
involved.
No, not the way we're doing it. So I've got an onion right here, a medium onion that I've chopped, and I'm going to saute this with some vegetable oil over medium heat until it gets nice and soft. Okay.
All right, perfect. And I'm going to take these peppers. We've got guajillo and ancho peppers in here, and Chris is going to tell you what.
Yeah. So these you can find. Here in Texas, they're really easy to find. All the supermarkets have them. They're dried chili peppers. If you don't have them in your local supermarket, seek out a Hispanic market. They'll definitely have them there. A bodega. You can order them online. But anyway, we've got 5 ancho chilies, and then we've got 5 guajillo dried chilies. The guajillo have a little more heat to them, but both of them are pretty mild. And what we did is we just got a nice large skillet. We put on medium-high heat, and then I put them in that skillet for about 10 to 15 seconds on each side. It just starts to release the oil. It starts to soften them up a little bit. I got some scissors. They've got seeds in them. We want to get rid of most of those seeds if possible. So I just cut off the stems, and then that looks good. Mm-hmm. And then I got the seeds out, and then we put them in a nice big bowl. I got some warm tap water and covered them, and you want to let them soak for at least an hour. Put a lid on it.
Put a lid on it.
I put a plate on them, just something heavy, just to kind of keep them
down,
submerged.
Yeah.
And here we go.
All right, so I put them in my blender, and I'm also going to add 1 Roma tomato that's been roughly chopped.
So rough.
That's rough. And also about 3 cloves of garlic that we just kind of chopped in half.
Yeah.
Chopped up a bit. And I plugged in my.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, 3 cups of this.
Of the soaking water.
Of the pepper water.
So
the chili water.
So you're going to want to get this.
Hold on.
See the consistency. You're going to hold on to this water because we're probably going to add a little more as we go. Okay.
There we go.
Right. Wesley behind a tool.
Yes. And it's plugged in, as I was trying to say earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I often forget to plug things in.
Often. My onions are sauteing nicely over here.
All right, so are we ready?
Oh, I think so.
Okay.
We're going to puree it.
Puree.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Wow.
That's beautiful. And yeah, make it sure get it nice and puree.
Okay.
Now that's a good consistency. So we will strain this in a little bit. So if you're worried about like the chunks and like if there are any seeds in there, no worries.
Right, exactly. I think that's good, Chris.
That's good. That's very good.
I think that's real good.
I think it's really good.
How's that?
This is good. Okay, so now this is just going to get some more flavoring. So we're going to add that to my sauteed onions.
Okay.
It's great. Okay, don't.
I know. It's always you make me nervous.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you make me nervous.
There we go. Look at that. Luxuriousness.
Now, that is so gorgeous. Now, let me tell you, folks, you may be thinking, that looks great, but I don't have time to do that. We're going to give you some shortcuts. The shortest cut you could possibly do is just go
to the supermarket, buy a can of red
enchilada sauce. I mean, you could do that, and we've done that before, and it's delicious.
In a pickle.
There's also a way you can make in a pickle. There's also a way you can make an easy enchilada sauce, which is just you make a roux, which is you get either butter or some oil, like 2 tablespoons, and you do 2 tablespoons of flour, and you make a roux, and then you just add some broth, like if you have some turkey broth, and then add like chili powder, oregano, some cumin.
Are you going to have this in somewhere, like in the notes or something?
Yeah, it'll be in the notes of that. But that makes a better than a can. But if you're going to do this way, this is like what you're going to get out of Tex-Mex restaurant.
This Rojo sauce is amazing.
It's so good on eggs. Okay, so now we're going to let this simmer for just a few more minutes, and then we're going to strain it. Oh, the smell is already so good. So, okay, now I like this. Typically, you're going to end up putting in about 4 cups of liquid. I'm going to add another cup because you want to get this fairly thin at this point because we are going to go back and we're going to thicken this up.
That looks good.
No, I liked the reason
Are you done with this?
Yeah, I think so. The reason I thinned this, I'm going to do that wasn't quite a cup. The reason I thin this is because it makes it easier to strain it. And then we're going to go back and then we'll thicken it up a little bit with the roux. Okay, so now we've got a colander.
What about the seasoning?
I'll do that in a moment. A colander with a bowl, a heat-proof bowl, and very, very careful. Be careful because this is hot.
Yeah.
And we don't want to burn the Loon.
And I don't want to get.
You don't want to get enchilada sauce on you. Okay, now you work on getting that through the strainer, and I'm going to just I'm just going to wipe out this skillet.
You'll see that. That is some good smelling stuff.
It is.
It is so good.
And we're not done yet.
Oh, I tell you, this.
It really is so good.
It makes a difference with your enchiladas.
It truly does.
It's so good.
So
all right,
now,
how am I doing? Is that good? I think I got it all.
Yeah, no, that's great. So now I've got 2 tablespoons of olive oil that I've added here. You could also do butter, and we are going to now make a roux. 2 tablespoons of flour, and just get one of my spoons here, and we're just going to stir this till it's fully incorporated. You want to stir it enough and cook it enough until that flour taste gets cooked out, and that only takes just about a minute. How's it coming over there?
I'm doing good. I love that we make these because, you know, after about day 2 of stuffing and turkey,
well, you're
like, ugh.
Just a little secret in on us, because I know you're dying to know. We make turkey for you guys. At least 2, probably sometimes 3, and then, you know, because we do what we do, the whole family comes over to our place, so then we do turkey again.
Exactly.
So by the time we've reached the other side of Thanksgiving, we've done a lot of turkey.
This what you're probably looking at now is probably our 3rd turkey. Can I put that right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So now this is good. So now we're going to just add pour that in, and I'm just going to be stirring as we go.
That is pure deliciousness.
You can go and pour it. It's all right.
Oh, all right.
Okay. And then it'll maybe get a little lumpy, but those lumps will work out. I know that's hard. You just go ahead and pour it in.
I am. I got it. I got her.
Okay. Look at the beauty of that. Isn't that a gorgeous color? Wow. That is so nice. Okay. So now
you do the sealing. Sorry. I got a little bit on you.
Yep. That's
there
okay.
We go.
Okay. I'm gonna get a whisk as well.
Was that me or you?
I think it was me.
Good.
Okay. So now you got a little bit of lumps in there, and that'll work itself out, and then that roux will start to do its trick. Now I'm going to add some seasonings. I've got a teaspoon of oregano. If you got Mexican, that's even better. Mexican oregano, a teaspoon of dried cumin, and then a teaspoon of garlic powder. And then this can take a decent amount of salt, so we're going to add 2
put
teaspoons.
some salt in there.
2 teaspoons of kosher salt. I'll turn my heat down a little bit, and then it's going to just start to thicken and make the most delicious enchilada sauce you've ever had in your life. Okay, this will just take a few minutes, and then we're ready to proceed.
And also, really quick,
yes,
the sauce that you don't use, you can put in the refrigerator, and I put it on my eggs.
I know. I said that earlier. It's great that no, you'll probably have a little left over, and you're going to be glad that you do. Okay, here we go. Look at that.
Look, so this is, you see how it thickens? You can see it leaves a little trail. You see the bottom of the pan.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
That's good, and the smell is amazing. Okay, here's our beloved turkey. This was what we had smoked a turkey earlier, and if you've never smoked a turkey, you might want to try it if you got a smoker.
So good.
So this is, I don't know, I'm going to say this is about 3 cups. I gave it just a rough chop. You want to kind of cut it up a little bit so it's easier to eat in those enchiladas. Now we're going to add, this is a 4-ounce can of chopped green chilies. You can find them in the Hispanic section of almost all supermarkets.
Yes, we use those for our chicken quesadillas.
Yeah, we do. And now we're going
Chris's
to
world famous chicken quesadillas.
We're going to add in, I'm going to do a couple of, this is probably about a 1/2 cup of the sauce. It's super delicious.
Actually, these would make good quesadillas.
They would. Oh yeah. There's so much you can do with leftover turkey. I mean, we've got our leftover turkey panini.
Oh.
We've got, what else do we have?
The tetrazzini.
The turkey tetrazzini.
Oh.
It's kind of like, you know, it's like chicken. You can
just like we also have a casserole. Just turkey
Oh,
and
turkey and dressing,
stuffing. Yeah.
stuffing, dressing. Yeah, that is really good. So now we're going to just let this till that turkey heats through, really absorbs the flavor of that sauce. And,
Y'all, the smokiness of this turkey and these enchiladas with this sauce is
to die for.
ridiculous.
But however you do your turkey, it's going to be super
But if
spectacular.
it's smoked, it's ridiculous.
It's extra ridiculous. Okay, we're gonna let this simmer for just like another couple minutes, and then it's time to assemble. Okay, now it's assembly time, my favorite time. So we're kind of working together here, definitely.
Get your oil hot.
I've got some vegetable oil. You just eyeball this. If you got a small skillet like this, it works nicely. We've got some.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a little of this sauce on the bottom of our pan or
dish. So a 9 by 13 works great. Depends on how many enchiladas. What we're doing today makes about 8 enchiladas. So now these are tortillas. I went to our favorite Hispanic food market the other day, and they had these homemade corn tortillas, and they're nice and sturdy. If you don't have a Hispanic market near you where you can get some tortillas like this, just go to the store. Don't get the really, really thin ones. Get kind of, corn is traditional for enchiladas. You could use flour if you want. Just don't do this next step. You don't want to fry your flour tortillas.
Is that good enough?
That's beautiful.
Okay.
So now we have got this. My oil should be nice and hot. I'm going to get it cranked. And we just need to soften these up a little bit. This is a very traditional way to do it in Tex-Mex cooking. You can skip, again, this is another thing you can skip, and just, you want to get these nice and pliable, so you can just heat them with a little a paper towel around it, with a little moisture on the paper towel, and put it in the microwave. But this is such a delicious way to do it. And I find just a couple of pair of scissors help. And
Those
you don't
are
need
forks.
I mean forks. Why do I always call it forks, scissors? That's the second time I've done that. You're just going to put that oil in there. It doesn't take long at all, and then you're going to just put it in this sauce.
Yes, and this is where we get a little messy.
Yeah, you make sure you got clean hands, and then
then I'm going to do some cheddar cheese. I'm going to put that right in there, just across the whole thing.
And if you need to add more oil as you go, feel free.
Now
go ahead.
I've got some chicken.
Some turkey. I know. I do the same thing.
Look at that, you guys. I think I'm going to have enough to make these nice and sturdy. There you go. Look at that.
Yum.
And Chris goes fast, so I've got to move faster.
No, you're good.
Hold on.
You're good. These can hang out in the sauce for a little bit.
There. Look at that. And then I turned it over for
seam side down.
Yes.
And then you just put this next one
right next to it. Yay!
And, if your hands get a little messy, that's okay.
Yeah,
it all goes to the same place.
Sauce on it. The cheese is going to get sauce on it. Everything's going to get sauce on it.
And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with getting a little saucy. Lord, those are words to live by. Okay.
All right, let's do it.
If you leave these tortillas in the oil too long, they're going to get really, really flimsy on you and probably break. So have some extras handy. But we're going. Okay, we're going to fill this baby up.
Fill it up. I stuffed these guys, Chris.
That was a fun little interlude that we just had there. Those are beautiful.
There we go. I have made a mess, though.
No, that's okay.
I'm going to use this, clean my hands, and then you can also you can take over, Chris.
Now we're just going to spoon more of this sauce over the top.
Y'all.
Yeah, it's the real deal. This is one of those things that, you've been eating turkey and probably dressing all of the leftovers for a few days after Thanksgiving. Come Sunday's like, again, it's still the day off, but you're ready to try something a little different, maybe a little more adventurous. This is the perfect dish. I'm not kidding you.
I'm just cleaning up my dish so it doesn't get all messy.
Okay, so now I've got a little more chopped onion. I love just a little chopped onion on my enchiladas.
Look at that.
We're going to put that right over the top. It bakes so they get nice and tender, and it's not too oniony. It's just a little flavor. If you hate onions, you can leave that out. And then, of course, we've got to top it with some more cheese. So now we're going.
Look at that.
I know.
You could have put more onions on there.
Oh, well.
That's all right.
I know I could have, but I didn't because I thought
that.
So put this cheese right down the middle.
That looks so good. Sorry. I just, when it bakes, I want to make sure nothing gets on the sides.
I know. Okay.
I like a pretty picture.
So now we've got our oven preheated to 350 degrees. We're just basically, everything is cooked. We just want to get that cheese nice and melty, get the sauce kind of bubbly, and my hands are relatively clean, so I'm gonna, if you can open that for me.
Yes.
Let it go for about 20 minutes, and then it's time to eat. It's enchilada time!
It is smoked turkey enchiladas.
I know.
Smoked turkey enchiladas.
Leftover turkey enchilada.
Leftover smoked enchiladas. That's a good.
Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, you bring this out to the family's
I'm
gonna.
speechless.
I know.
Oh.
Okay, so we got a little chopped. We're just gonna go traditional. We got a little chopped iceberg lettuce.
Yay! Just right down the middle.
Right down the middle.
Add a little freshness.
And then we've got some pico de gallo. This is we have the recipe. This is easy. It's tomatoes, onions.
Chris literally whipped it together just now.
I got the recipe on the blog.
Awesome. So we've got a little of the sauce left, and I'm gonna make just a little bit of it for our servings. So let me just.
Why not?
Exactly.
There is, since I was like this tall, there was a Mexican restaurant in Fort Worth, Texas called Joe T. Garcia.
Yeah.
You may have heard of it. You may have dined there before. It is, oh my goodness, it is the best. It's my favorite. Their enchiladas are so good. But I'm going to venture to say we may be giving Joe T's a run for the money.
Chris.
I know. I shouldn't. That's awfully boastful. Okay, you're making a little pretty picture there.
There we go.
All right, this is always.
I know,
it's
don't
like
mess it up.
It's like cutting that first piece of pie. It's always.
You can come over towards me.
All right.
There we go. All right, there we go.
Wish me luck. And again, enchiladas are, it is kind of like pie. If they do fall apart a little bit, that's okay.
Lay them right there.
There you go. Help me get that off.
Yep. Oh, y'all.
Nice.
You guys, look at that. Look at that.
That is beautiful.
I'm so excited, you guys. This is just wonderful.
I am too.
Wow.
And then we've got recipes on the blog for Mexican rice, for refried beans. You don't need to go out. You're gonna.
That is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Now I always need my Cholula, my hot sauce.
A little hot sauce.
Yes.
You'd also top it. I like to top it with a little salsa.
That's a lot of hot sauce.
Yep.
There you go.
Okay. Then we can do just a little sprinkle.
Okay, you guys. Okay, I'm going to get.
Doesn't that look great?
This. Oh, Chris.
So tender.
Oh, they're good and cheesy.
I know.
Okay. I'm probably gonna have to. I'm gonna see if I can do this like a normal person.
Well, okay, that'll be a first.
You guys.
I'm really excited. Okay.
I know, me too.
This is my favorite part of Thanksgiving. Holy smokes.
Yeah. Screw Thanksgiving. Just go straight to the leftovers.
Don't be
Crass.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh. I mean, I grew up eating Tex-Mex. This was like and
It's in his wheelhouse.
So, man, oh man.
That Rojo enchilada sauce. I know he gave you a shortcut, but
if you got the time, you can do it in advance. You can do it days in advance.
It is. I'm just.
It's a game changer. And the turkey.
The smoked turkey is ridiculous.
But you don't have to have smoked turkey. You can just use your regular
I know.
Most people don't have smoked turkey.
Oh. I've been giving these out like candy to children. This is 1,000,000%.
Yeah. And that makes me happy because this is my favorite meal in the world. This is what is it they call that? Your last meal wish?
Oh.
It might be on that list.
You love those enchiladas.
I do. All right, everybody. We hope you've had a beautiful Thanksgiving, a holiday season. We got so much more fun food coming your way.
That's
so
right.
Get ready. All right, we love you guys.
Time to put on your jingle bells, right?
Yeah.